So at Beckwood, our structural design process starts with basic hand calculations, and that gets us in the right ballpark. And then from there, we utilize FVA software to optimize our designs and then also to ensure infinite life. So FVA is how we apply real-world forces, and we kind of simulate how the press will perform in the real world. Designing for infinite life is not only reducing the stresses low enough for one cycle, but lowering the stresses enough so that the fatigue properties of our presses can handle multiple cycles over the life of the press. When we first set up an FVA study, we set up the parameters, and that's just kind of the rules for the study. So that is the bolt connections, the fixtures, the mesh, and then the contact sets between the different components.
Once the simulation is completed, we will look at yield criteria, fatigue life, and then we will look at deflection. So when we're looking at yield conditions, we're primarily focused on making sure we do not exceed the yield strength of that given material. It is critical we analyze the principal stresses. That's how we guarantee infinite life cycle, and that's part of the fatigue analysis. So when we're looking at deflection, we're looking at how the press is bending and moving, in particularly over the working area. Deflection is very critical, as this is what is going to reflect in the customer's part. Once we complete our FVA process, once an individual has actually looked at all the different criteria, we'll then initiate a peer review. It is at that point that we bring in a second individual to get a second set of eyes on the simulation, and we'll go through the whole process again.
At Beckwood, infinite life is such an important aspect to our design standards. FVA is just another tool that we use to ensure every press that goes out our door meets those standards.